and sent by his queen Candace was at a point to where he was at a place, but he was in the desert and he was at a place between a rock and a hard place. Isn't this something when you're stuck? Anybody ever been stuck? Didn't know which direction to go, and all of a sudden God showed up. And he just didn't show up in his own spirit, but he showed up in another person. Amen. He showed up as an angel of the Lord. This is who Philip showed up as. And I said once before, sometimes what we consider an angel of the Lord is not necessarily a celestial being. An angel of the Lord could be my wife, could be my friends, could be somebody in the church who's coming to visit me, to minister to me, and to minister with me. Amen. Oftentimes, when folks say these things, they don't explain exactly what it is. Amen. Because an angel of the Lord, in some instances, is considered a messenger of the Lord. So you got to understand, and they need to teach you, because if we don't, we'll be just like the eunuch who's stuck on his chariot. He's reading something, but he don't understand it. I said to myself, here I am sometime. I'm reading and preparing, been doing this for 20-some plus years, 25 plus years, and sometimes I'm still stuck. But the word says the Spirit of the Lord will rush in like a storm, and he'll build up a standard against that which is trying to block his word from getting to me. Amen. So I need to understand how God works. And the only way that I'm going to understand how God works is that I have some man to what? Teach me. That's why the word tells us as disciples of Jesus and as children of God, study to show ourselves approved, a workman unto God that needed not be ashamed, so that we can rightly divide the word of truth. Amen. And sometimes rightly dividing the word of truth gives us the evidence that God is present in our lives. I like it when God shows up and shows out in my life. Amen, somebody. I like it because at some point I'm lost and somebody needs my help and I don't know what to say to him. I don't know what the answer is going to be. But then God will show up and say, okay, just say it like this. Just say it like this. And so sometimes it ain't necessarily how you want to say it, but it's how God want to say it. And God will cause you to say it the way that they'll understand it. Everybody can't get theologically deep, so sometimes you got to get ghetto willing. Amen. Come on. Am I talking right? See, too many of us want to high sound like we know it all. We don't know it all. Amen. I got to act like I'm still living in a shack and a shanty in the valley. Amen. And trying to live it instead of trying to live in a mansion on the hill. Amen. Because sometimes if I could just meet you at middle ground, we can get that together. Somebody say amen to that. Amen. And so he says,